Hello, well, right now it's morning, and I'm Emily, woo! Today I'm going to do a really quick kind of, a more of a natural ball look, because I know that you guys, like, a lot of you guys want glam, but a lot of you guys probably won't be as comfortable wearing, like, really heavy makeup for the ball, like one of my friends. So I'm going to show you guys how to get, like, kind of like a glamorous look, but naturally, and not using half as much products. Yeah, I do sound a bit sick because I'm a bit sick at the moment. I just got a cold, which really sucks. And I kind of just wake up, and that weird water pin thing will go away when I get close to the camera. So yeah, let's start. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my foundation. I'm gonna use this clear complexion one because, as you guys can see, my breakout is pretty bad at the moment, and my ball is coming up in 2 weeks. So I kind of want my skin to clear up for that, which would be nice. Yes, I'm tired, so I'm gonna grab my mirror, my little compact mirror. I'm cute. JK, I'm not cute. And I'm gonna mix this one by Almay, this clear complexion one in the shade Buff. Now, honestly, I feel like if you squirt it on your hand, you're just wasting product. So I'm gonna squirt it on a container lid. Put a pump of that on there, and then I'm gonna put a pump of some of this Jordana oil-free creamy liquid foundation one on here as well, and like that. So one's more pinky based and one's more cool tone. So I'm gonna mix these two together, like you do, and then scoop like this. Obviously, when it comes to the actual day of the ball, I will be using a primer, because I want my foundation and stuff to last all day long, like all night long. And honestly, I think for prom, I'll probably powder under my foundation as well. So you guys can see it's quite very streaky at the moment, but we'll suss that out soon. I don't feel like foundation brushes apply foundation as well as they could. I don't feel like you can, I feel like you can't really blend them out as nicely. But I just use it to, actually, put it on, and then I'm just gonna grab my fingers. Now for prom, I will use a beauty blender. And if you guys want to see me get ready for my ball, comment below and I'll film myself and my friends, because I'm getting ready with my mates, getting ready for the ball, and that will be a long video, just gonna warn you guys now. Okay, so I've blended my foundation. As you guys can see, it's not really covering everything, but it really did just even out my skin tone, which at the end of the day is what I want. I don't know what you guys want, but that's what I want. So now I'm going to use my e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer Palette in the shade Light. As you guys can see, the little plastic bit's gone, but it's still usable, so it's use it. I'm going to go in with kind of this darker shade right there, and I'm just going to kind of start concealing the little spots that I've got. So that show's a wee bit too dark, so I'm going to mix two together. And I'm going to go up here and blending everything out with my fingers, and then I'm going to go with the lightest concealer on my palette. I'm just going to go under my eyes a bit, and just right in the corners. Honestly, this is all you need to do, because it really does brighten up your eyes and stuff, which is probably what you want for prom. Okay, now use a setting powder without an SPF, just because if you have SPF, it will cause flashbacks, which you don't want. So I'm just using this number 7 powder here in the shade Medium. I think it's the Stay Perfect powder in the shade Medium. This stuff doesn't really have a coverage, but it does set your foundation really well in place, so that's why I'm using it. And plus, it's one of my really trusted products. Okay, I'm actually just gonna tip it on my bench top, because that's how I do. I do set everywhere because I have oily skin, and well, I really want my face needs to be set down. I'm also going to blend this out to my neck because generally I don't blend my liquid foundations down. I just blend my powders down like that because I can, and sweep the rest of the powder bag into a container. Boom. Okay, so now that's done, I'm just going to take my e.l.f. makeup mist and set spray, because this is the best setting spray ever. And I'm just going to like give myself really slight mist with this. That pattern there is really annoying me. And it's just really going to set my powders down in place. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go on to the eyes, because eyes are really important for the prom, because you want eyes to like be nice. So. You could use primer, but I'm not going to. Alright, so I'm going to start off by using this Natio cream eyeshadow in the shade Cinnamon, and I'm going to be putting this all over my eyelid. This is such a pretty cream eyeshadow. Like, I sometimes use this as a base. And you could even use this as a highlighter. It's just so stunning. Like, you could actually use this as a highlighter for darker to olive skin. Like, I can even use this on mine, and I've got really fair skin, so it's really good. And I'm just going to let that sit. Now, even though this is natural, it will be quite heavy, so I'm just going to warn you guys now. I'm just going to, like, move my seat over a bit. And yes, I'm still in my jammies, because I'm cool. Okay, whilst that's drying, I'm actually going to start on the bottom lash line first, which I know sounds really strange. So I'm going to use this Jordana white eyeliner in the shade 24 White. And I'm just going to really start to waterline this baby. Like that. And this is just going to make your eyes appear a little bit more like, you know, wide awake. Which you probably want in photos, because you want your eyes to look like small and squinty in photos. Well, I don't anyway. I'm just yeah. Now I'm going to use this black kohl eyeliner pen thing, and I'm going to smudge this just a little bit under my, just into these lashes here, so you guys can see what I'm doing now. And it does add that bit of depth. Like that. And honestly, like, you can smudge that if you really want to. Like, I'm just going to smudge it out a bit. And it just helps to create some nice definition for the lower lash line, like, and without it being too crazy and smoky. Yeah, I'm just getting some on my brush so that I can really smoke it out. And it's not like crazy hazy or smoky, but it's like, it's kind of like more natural than you'd think. Okay, now I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to take a little bit of this black and I'm just going to really smudge it into this outer corner here. We will be hazing this out soon, but I just want a nice kind of darkish base, because even though this is more natural than what I would personally do for prom, you know, we still want some drama, so. I'm sticking it on there with that smudging brush and then like smudging it with my fingers. And it just kind of adds a little bit of depth and dimension to your eyes. Which personally I like, so. If you guys want, you can do this with a different shade, like a different colour of like a smudgy, creamy shadow liner thing, but like, you could totally do this with brown, but I'm only doing this with black because I like the intensity of it. And it's just beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to use my designer brand's 48 colour eyeshadow winter shimmers palette. And I'm actually going to start off by using like a brownish in my crease. So I'm going to use this kind of, it's like a very pretty shimmery colour, but I like it, so I'm going to use it. And I'm deciding to put that right in the crease, which deepens it up quite nicely. Like so. And now we're going to start really warming it up a bit and making it nice and prom-like. So now I'm going to start by using this colour right here. It honestly, like, to you guys on camera, this, like, honestly does not look as dark in person. So I'm very carefully using this colour on the outer portion of the eye. Like so. Now I'm going to get a different palette. I'm going to get my Indulged natural one, and I'm going to take this, so that one, this one right here. It's quite dark, but it's nice. And this is, we're just going to go over the top of that frosty colour that we just applied, just to darken it up a bit, whilst still keeping it, I feel like I'm keeping it kind of natural. Like so. And honestly, just blend the crap out of it. I'm just going to use my foundation brush because I feel it's too heavy, so. Woo. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same designer brands palette, and I'm going to go in with more of a gold colour, and I'm going to mix a gold, like I'm basically mixing two golds together, and I'm really just going to shade the inner corner of it with these golds. Now honestly, it probably doesn't look like anything from the camera, but if you have blue eyes, this will really make your eyes stand out. Which I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want. Now I'm just going to take a plain white shimmery eyeshadow from that designer brands palette and stick it in the inner corner. Like so. Okay, so it's kind of natural, but at the same time it's really smoky and pretty, and I like it. I'm just gonna darken that up a bit. Okay, now I'm gonna add some mascara. I'm gonna use my number 7 Exceptional Definition mascara. This is a sample size, and you can use vacuum. And I'm just applying a little bit of it because I feel like only applying a little bit of it. And I'm going to leave that to dry. If you guys want to add falsies, you're welcome to, but I personally am not going to add falsies. And I'm not going to really heavily bother with contouring today because I don't feel like it, but I will add a touch of bronzer by Indulged and slightly contour. I want to keep this as natural as I can for you guys. Okay, there we go. That's a nice bronzy contour. Boom. 2 nice bronzy contours for you guys. And now I'm going to add this Honey Queenie Honeycomb Blusher by W7 on the same brush. I'm just going to really dust this on my cheeks because it's a really pretty glowy blush and I like it a lot. I use it as a highlighter a lot. Now I'm going to use this blush by OXX, sorry, it's a Kmart one. Again, just going to use the same brush. Why isn't this playing? On the cheeks like that. As I said, this is natural. I'm trying to go for a more natural look for you guys. Now I'm going to take this brown eyeliner pencil by Jordana in the shade, I think this is number 12, and then number 6. I like my brows to be quite straight and done, so. As you guys can probably tell, I think I'm going to get my eyebrows shaped for the ball, so. That's just me roughly doing them though. I won't actually do them like that for the ball, I'm going to do them way nicer. Now I'm going to add my Revlon photoready 3D volume mascara just on top of that mascara that we already put down. And really pull it through. Now you guys can add falsies, I probably will be using falsies for the ball. because it's a ball and you can really glam things up. Now the most unnatural part of this is the lips. I'm using a red pout paste. This is red pout paste by Australis, but it's beautiful and I'm in love with it. I know, it doesn't, like, I didn't apply it properly. Now I'm going to use this W7 full colour lipstick in the shade Tides to the very centre, kind of. Honestly, shape your lips for the ball. I just can't be bothered at the moment. So that's like more of a natural kind of look for you guys for the ball. I'm just going to finish it off with this. I would finish it off with this, but I don't feel like I need to just because I'm going to go and wipe this off in a minute. Yep. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Thumbs up. Comment down below if you guys want me to do more prom looks because I've still got like 2 weeks before mine. And yeah, I hope you guys all have an amazing prom and I love you guys all to pieces. Bye.